Hi, I'm Dhruvil. I'm the founder and CEO at LogiNext, and we are one of the fastest growing home delivery software. I think quick commerce has attracted a lot of mixed emotions around it, but I strongly believe that it's here to stay. Primary reason is because the customer's expectations around moving and reducing the time window, the speed of delivery, and also the overall experience has consistently grown over the years. I remember, back in 2015, we used to power 3 to 5 day delivery windows. After pandemic, now 3 to 5 day delivery window is not even an option. Most customers want it either same day or next day. So that's where we feel that this whole desire to get faster shipments at cheaper cost and better experience is never going to end. And that's why quick commerce is here to stay. Our customers are two-pronged. We have food and beverage customers, and then we have non-food and beverage customers. Most of the food and beverage customers that we have, they are offering a 15 to 45 minute kind of a delivery window, and that's a must in their industry now. But even for non-food and delivery, food and beverage customers, we are seeing close to 30% of our customers now offering a very short delivery window. So I think that trend is increasing very fast, and that's what kind of we are very excited about in this space. I think most of our customers, as they try to expedite their deliveries by shortening delivery windows and offering a great delivery experience, the biggest challenge they face is maintaining unit economics. What that means is that a basic cost for delivery has to be still very, very low and affordable. In most cases, customers don't even pay for it. So it has to be a free offering for the retailer, right? That's where I think it becomes a challenge for them to solve without the use of technology. Humans cannot take decisions fast enough to really make dispatch operations very fast. At the same time, it's also a supply demand problem, right? For very fast delivery or very short delivery windows, the customers have to be in higher density, and even the supply, which is drivers, also have to be in high density. So kind of balancing that supply and demand is usually not possible without software and technology, and that's where customers come to us. Number one is that they have to start from the ground up. That means that they need to talk to their drivers and their customers to understand what the corner cases and nuances that they have been dealing with. That way they can make sure that as they design a new process or implement a software or a technology, they don't miss out on some of the obvious areas. Number two is realizing that it's not only about delivering or fulfilling an order, it's about customer experience as well. Most customers also want to not just get a delivery done as soon as possible, they also want a great experience on top of it. For example, a great tracking experience, get rescheduling experience, get notifications, exception management, or any other changes that they may want or may arise on the ground. And the third thing is, which is the most important thing, is to make sure that you can keep up with your promises. A lot of our customers, they struggle to maintain their metrics around under 30 deliveries or under 60 deliveries and whatnot. And even in big and bulky space, there are a variety of challenges that happens for a 2-day delivery window as well. So making sure that you can commit and you can stick to your metrics that you have committed to your customers is very, very important. To be honest, I'm a little anti-drone person. I don't see a huge adoption wave that going on for drones, and I don't even see that happening for next decade to come. My primary reason is following. Number one, drones have a battery limitation, which ultimately results into a range limitation. That means you can't fly drones from a warehouse which is in the outside of the city, and then you kind of deliver to all your customers in a city in a single go, right? You ultimately need a vehicle for it. Number two, the moment you try to increase the range of a drone, the battery size also increases, which means even its weight increases, and that creates safety hazards. At the same time, it also creates challenge around how much weight the drone itself can carry, because it has to carry the weight of the battery as well. And there are other kind of regulatory challenges which are not evolved yet, which we are all aware about, and which is these are kind of 3 reasons why I strongly feel that drones are not on the horizon for next decade or so. I would say hardly 10% of the brands across the world are really doing a good job at home delivery or fulfillment. Primary reason is because they are still sticking to their old ways of operating, or they are aware that they have to change, but the decisions that they are taking are maybe slow in nature or has a lot of bureaucracy behind them, which is the key reason why we see most of the customers still adopting, going through that curve of implementing such software, and 90% of the world is yet to implement it versus having already implemented it. I think my personal favorite when it comes to any company which has kind of done a really good job at last mile is, I think in large cap category, I would say Walmart has done a great job. They are kind of quickly surpassing the whole Amazon experience that everybody has been talking about over the last decade in a really good way, right? Walmart groceries, Walmart big and bulky, Walmart retail. A lot of these categories are doing a great job at last mile, and not just in the US but outside US as well. In the smaller category, there's a couple of interesting companies we have seen in the field, which is one of them being Hungry Harvest. They have a very unique design in terms of their fulfillment, and they have a very powerful tech stack behind them to create a truly unique experience for their customers. Another company that I respect a lot is IKEA. They're in a very difficult category. They are in multiple different markets, starting from tons of emerging markets to US as well, and they have done a really good job at making sure that they keep it asset light, at the same time keep it tech enabled, and create a great experience for the customers while customers get their deliveries at home. I think the biggest one that I see with IKEA right now is they are kind of still struggling with making sure that they deliver on time. It's a very difficult thing when you have carriers which are very unorganized players. At the same time, they also have to keep the cost very low. Big and bulky is one of the most expensive segments when it comes to delivery, and that's where I think keeping a very close eye on the compliance metrics. For example, time to deliver, time to assign a driver, the service time at a customer's doorstep. All those sort of things are very tightly checked, and I think IKEA can definitely do a very good job with a better technology in place as of now. I would say I would love for all the stakeholders and users in our industry to be truly more tech savvy. I think everybody understands the value of technology, everybody's chasing it, everybody's implementing it, but truly being tech savvy allows them to have a great taste of technology, and that allows them to either implement or use technology in a very in a much more scalable, efficient kind of a manner. Currently, the biggest challenge that most companies that we see facing is change management, right? Where people have some of the users have insecurity issues around software, or some of the people have usability issues around the software. So it's not only about the users, but it's also about the software providers who have not truly understood the users well yet. So I think these are the kind of couple of things I would like to change in the industry. A lot of people, my day job is to talk to customers and meet them in person now after pandemic as well. Most inspiring company for me has been Alibaba. I think they have tons of group companies. They have truly built a network in China, but they've also invested a lot outside China. And their category of goods are also starting from a pin all the way to, again, big and bulky segments, right? So geographical diversity, entity level diversity, at the same time, the kind of goods or category of goods to deliver also is very, very diverse for them. And that's what kind of makes it very unique problem for them. They have still managed to do a very good job at a global level, and they still continue to grow at a very, very high and fast rate. So I think I truly respect that organization for what they've done. My biggest advice for today's entrepreneur who are trying to start something in the field of supply chain, logistics, or last mile. Yeah, first of all, they've taken a great decision because the timing is really well. The market is huge. There are tons of unsolved problems. But the biggest advice would be that if they can stay close to their users, and not just the stakeholders, through users who are actually using the software or technology, that would bring tremendous value. Because a lot of times I see a lot of young entrepreneurs try to start something, but they may not really know customers' pulse at a ground level. So spend a lot of time with your customers and users, and I'm sure you will do great.